Hello, and welcome to the Rang Rouge unit of the week. And today we're taking a look at the M4A1 Rhino. The hedgerow hell of northern France was a rather big pain in the ass for the British and Americans to maneuver through during the initial Normandy campaign, as these big tree lines proved rather big obstacles for tanks, and any openings or roads that they could maneuver through were usually covered by German anti-tank guns or ambushes. So it would be nice if there was a way to be able to get through these tree lines without having to use a bunch of explosives or bulldozer, which takes up quite a bit of time and gives the rail position. Well, a man by the name of Curtis G. Cullen, who was part of the 102nd Cavalry Reconnaissance Squadron, came up with an idea, and that was just to put a bunch of metal prongs in front of a tank, or tusks as we would call them. The tusks would allow the tank to cut through the hedgerow hell without exposing the underside of its armour and get through the other side, increasing the mobility of allied armour. They'd make 500 of these tusks, and they wouldn't only put them on M4 Shermans, but also M5 light tanks, as well as M10 tank destroyers. In-game, the M4A1 Rhino is a 140-point C-phase tank available to the 2nd Infantry and 4th Armoured Divisions, and it has, well, a set of 3 weapons. So the weapon loadout is exactly the same as your standard 75mm Sherman. You got a 75mm gun, you have 2 30 caliber machine guns, and 1 50 caliber machine gun. It's a pretty good weapon loadout, especially when it comes to infantry support. Pop down to the Miscellaneous set. It's got 12 frontal armor, 4 at side and 4 at back, and is an enclosed vehicle. Very bad stealth, a speed of 20 km off-road and 55 km on the road, and very low optics capability. In battle, the M4A1 Rhino, it's nothing special. It's not the best tank in the entire world. It's essentially just a Sherman with a bit of extra armor added on the front. And the armor does help out just a little bit. Pak 40s can have a harder time penetrating you, but of course the heavier German guns are still probably going to go through you like a hot knife through butter, so do be careful about, yeah. It is rather interesting, as even though the Rhino is just a regular Sherman, and compared to the A3 it only has 1 extra frontal armor, you can only get it in the 2nd Infantry and 4th Armoured Divisions. And in both of those divisions, this is the most heavily armoured tank that you can get. So that's rather nice, and you got that going for you. But also, what kind of makes the Rhino not the best thing in the road, is that it's only available in C-phase. Which, for the division loadout themselves, isn't bad, as you're going from like usually light tanks to some regular Shermans now to a heavy Sherman in the C phase. But a lot of the German guys will have heavy AT guns and heavy tanks out, so a 75mm Sherman isn't going to help out all that much, apart from infantry support. So yeah, the Rhino, it's okay. It's just a regular Sherman with a bit of extra armor, like I said before. It's a bit of a shame that you can't use the spikes on the front to ram an enemy tank. That'd be pretty cool, but alas, we can't do that. Maybe in ST2. But, well, that's all I have time for. This has been another Rang Rouge unit of the week. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as usual, please just take it easy.